Tapas Fleming here, tatlife.com. One of the really cool ways of looking at what TAT can do for you is you can use it as a tool to create new relationships with everything, new relationships with your body, with your relationships with other people, with your health condition, with allergens, so you don't have allergies anymore, with God, with your inner self. Anything at all that you are involved with, you can create an absolutely new relationship with, including your family. So what happens with TAT is that there are many events that are not happy for us, not happy for our family, for our parents, for our ancestors, not happy in society, things that in our culture, things that just get us stuck. Even watching bad news day after day. There's information coming in for us that just gets us stuck and feeling not happy. So with TAT, you can take, say, your relationship with a person. It could be anyone, like your boyfriend or your girlfriend. And when there's something in the relationship that just makes you feel bad, you can notice that and go, every time they say this or act this way, I withdraw. So you can notice that as a pattern, something you don't like, something where, I'm not happy when this happens. And instead of going, why don't you change? You can go, this is what happens with me when they're in that way of being or when they say that. And then you can do TAT about your side of it so that they can keep acting the way they do. And if you're calm and peaceful when they act that way, you have a totally different experience in the relationship. You can notice things like, oh, they're hurting. Oh, they're angry and it's coming from what they've told me about their childhood, or it's just like, okay. Or, they're that way and I don't have to be in a relationship like this if you don't want to. But if you're not all up in your head and blaming them and your body isn't getting like defensive, reactive, withdrawn, you can just be peaceful and see the situation for what it is and see what you need. You can communicate better. All those things can happen in a relationship with TAT. And like if you're with a boyfriend or girlfriend and you feel like, well, they do that and I can't speak up for myself, you can do TAT about that. I can't speak up for myself, which probably comes from your childhood. Like if I speak up for myself, I'm going to be one of the kids that gets yelled at and hit, so I'm not doing that. So all the things that go on in a relationship, you can just bring into a state of peace and your own being really present and deal with things in a totally different way and experience the relationship in a totally different way. If you've got something going on with your body, like you're allergic to something, you can use TAT to change your relationship with that allergen. Like I worked with one guy who had trouble with dairy products, goat dairy products. And as we were working together, I just saw this image of him as a fisherman or some ancestor of his. Actually, it was an ancestor. As a fisherman coming up onto land, they'd been out at sea for a really long time in a storm, nearly starving out there, finally made it to shore, and the first thing that was there was a goat, and they were able to get some goat milk. Well, they're in a condition of total turmoil, and when they had the goat milk, it didn't settle really well because they hadn't gotten over the trauma, whoever this ancestor was, of being out to sea and this whole thing happening. He said, yeah, that trauma was in, not the trauma, but I mean the allergic reaction was in his whole family. So part of the beauty of TAT is you don't even have to know what happened, where did it start, but changing the relationship with goat milk products, is a happier life for some people. Some people love feta cheese, and it just changed that person's entire relationship doing TAT. You can change your relationship with God. There are things that happen in people's lives and they feel like, God, why are you treating me so badly? How could you? And they don't have a way to get over it. Talk to God, change their feelings about what happened in that trauma, and you can do that with TAT. You can change your relationship with a pathogenic factor in your body, like cancer. You can introduce your immune system to the cancer, and boom, things will change. I had that happen to me. And when I did that, I broke out into a hot sweat immediately when I had cancer. So what I'm trying to convey is, oh my gosh, there are so many relationships you can instantly and easily change with this handy-dandy little tool that is TAT. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.